How's everybody going? I hope everybody is doing great. I'm sorry that I have to bring you here to talk about this troubling thing that's going around where these men are your husbands, your boyfriends, people you're just messing around with that is affecting your life forever. This is nothing you play around with. This is no game. And I'm telling y'all to check y'all emotions, check y'all feelings at the door. And it's sad because this woman here, we have two situations that's going on. One is the man that you see, they call him Jonathan. Allegedly, he has been going around North Carolina college campuses and spreading it around. And we talked about it yesterday, real late night. So I wanted to bring it back up here. So I wanted you guys to come up here and speak about this. And I have the phone number right here for you guys to call up here. And I would love for you guys to share your stories, because I know some of you guys have been through the same thing, where you've been with a guy that exposed you to certain situations. Some of you guys have it, some people don't. But I think that hearing your voices, it can help save a life for so many. Now, the woman that you see on the other side, she says that her husband gave her something, okay? A ST, you know what? I don't know exactly which one it was, but she talks about it as well, about how her husband gave it to her and it was so casual and he had no accountability for it. And it's like, wow, your own husband. And it's like, what characteristics are you guys falling for? For that husband to not care and to want to just change the subject, it tells a lot about the character. So I don't know if these men are acting like they're one thing and they're changing it up, because that character is so flawed. So let's look here. If you guys can hear me well, please press that 1. If you guys are not getting notifications, please put it in the comment section. Hey, I'm not getting notifications. I appreciate it. Thank you, Miss Norman. I really appreciate you, and I really appreciate y'all coming from the other live. If you guys are coming from the other live, press 4. Press 4 if you came from the other live, so I know. So I would like to go and I would like to talk about the woman first, and then we get to the guy. But the phone number is right at the top. And I want to hear from you guys. I have the link up here for you guys to come up here and speak on this. This is an urgent matter. The phone number is 515-605-9737, and we're going to call it High Five. I was talking to Lena the other day, and I was telling her, don't say that H, you know what, V on the channel. She said, oh, no problem, girl. Just call it High Five. I said, okay, that's what they're doing, High Five. I said, that changed my whole idea what I want. I don't want no high fives, but it's a high five. That's what they call it. Just so you won't get any troubles with YouTube. So I was over here, not that one, but I was over here at Tasha K, Unwind with Tasha K on her internet. Okay, over at Tasha K internet, and I'm gonna play this link. She did an interview with this TikToker, and this woman here confirmed this about her husband. And I said, can you guys hear me, or is it an echo? Lord, hold on. Oh my God. Why y'all didn't listen? I didn't know I had music going on and everything. Lord, I was supposed to stop that music. Do you guys hear me now? We hear you, but the music kind of loud. They playing with Gigi. Listen, Porter. Okay, this is what I did, right? Y'all probably have echo and everything. I had the sound on mute. Oh my God. I had the whole sound on mute. So when it's on mute, I don't hear what you guys hear because I had it on mute. So I had the music playing. I got another opening. Y'all heard the echoing. If you guys ever hear something and it doesn't seem right, please put it in the comment section. Y'all got to tell me shit. Okay, tell me, say, listen, this shit don't sound right. The quality is horrible. It's echoing. The music is too loud. You know I don't put no music. You know I don't put no music when I'm talking. I used to do music in the beginning, but I stopped doing music. I don't do music anymore. I may do music at the end, but I stopped doing that music shit. So yeah, I'm gonna say everything that I say. They playing with these channels are ridiculous. It was jamming to it. Okay, so I'm gonna start over like I'm just starting this. I'm gonna start over. You ready? Here we go. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm so sorry to let you guys know it is a lot of horrible shit that's going on in our community, and it needs to stop. These brothers out here are going around giving women the high five and everything else. They're not taking no accountability about it. They don't care. And the shit has gotten normalized right now that nobody cares. People are talking about it and still nobody cares. So I'm going to talk about it a little bit. So I have two different stories. You see that guy, they say his name is Jonathan. We talked about him last night, but I said, I got to do that shit again because last night it was so late. So I said, I want to do it early and I want you guys to call in about it. The phone number is at the bottom, 515-605-9737. I want to know what you guys think about it. If you guys ever thought you was in that situation before, tell us your stories. Now it's a minimum of 2 minutes. If you come up here past 2 minutes, only if I really, really like it, I'll let you go longer. But other than that, I'm going to say, okay, time is up. I'm sorry. All right. Just so we can keep the show moving on. Because, you know, some people just keep on talking on and on and on. Now, this girl, the guy, if you guys did not know, if you guys know, I here yesterday, he's a North Carolina college student. Okay. And he was going around the college giving Black women the high five. Now, I told you that I'm going to substitute the HI, you know what, to the high five. Okay. So he was going around giving girls a high five. This girl, she caught the high five and now she's exposing him and exposing the text messages. Now they are saying he said he ain't do this. He's saying that this is all a trap, that he says that she's doing all this because he didn't want her no more. And he said all the text messages is fake. I don't know if I believe all that, but hey, I'm just saying what's going on out here. Now with this girl right here, she was on Online Tasha K. She was on a Tasha K show, and she was talking about her husband. Her husband then gave her something. I don't know if it's the bumps. I don't know what it was, but he gave her something, and she's exposing him and warning women out here. I know that you want to think that just because you're married that you're safe. You're not safe, okay? Nobody is safe from it or the bump. Nobody is safe. If you're active, bumping and grinding with your husband, your boyfriend, okay, it is a possibility, especially if that man is cheating. So you're around here, well, if he cheat, I'm giving him a pass. Honey, you are allowed a pass to get your ass something. Okay, you are granting him access to potentially getting something and passing shit to you. Do you hear what I'm saying? When you allow a nigga to cheat on you and you give it a pass, you are potentially allowing him to catch something out here in these streets and give it to you, to pass it to you. Okay, and you know it's like Lay's chips. Once these niggas cheat, they just can't stop. He cheat, you give him a pass. He gonna cheat again. He just gonna be more slick about it. I know these niggas cheating. They cheated. They cheating. And it gotten so bad now. Ain't no other woman or ain't nobody gonna tell you he cheating because they gonna say you gonna take his ass right back anyway. Yeah, you may be mad, but you're gonna take him right back anyway. So ain't nobody gonna tell you now. And that's just how bad it's gotten. It gotten so bad now. Honey, these men are saying, well, shit, I gave you that shit so you won't leave me. We both got that shit. Okay. And they think that's love, bonding over catching some shit. Ain't that some shit? So here it is right here. I'm gonna play this, and we do have a caller. And I want, oh girl, I forgot about this. Get this. The girl said she was pregnant. She said she was pregnant when she got it. Listen to this.
And I'm like, wow, like, I can't believe like you would do this to me and still be so cold. You're not even apologetic. You don't seem to care. He's like, I have nothing to apologize for. Like, I didn't do anything. Like, okay, well, if you said I gave you STD, well, where's the proof? And I'm like, the fact that you are my husband and I'm telling you gave me an STD and you're not wondering where the fuck I got the STD from?
I wish she'd stop saying the ST, you know what?
That's all the proof that I need. That you do know exactly what I'm talking
Like,
about.
if I got something, nigga, you got something. So what? You don't care?
Right?
He probably already took his medicine.
Now, I don't understand why she laughing about this shit. This ain't no laughing matter. She's up here talking and laughing about this shit so calmly. I wanted her ass to cry or something. You know, look at her. Girl, bye. Listen, I don't know what she caught. Maybe she is cured, but hell no. I won't be laughing telling this story. Press 1. Would y'all be laughing telling this story? This story is so fucking embarrassing. But you know, we are living in a time of day that is no shame. And I understand that. And you know, people gonna find joy in it.
Right? See, he forgot that part.
Where's yours?
Right? Like, I just told him like a couple days before that I'm pregnant. Now I'm telling him, crying, that he gave me an STD, and the only thing he can say is, I don't know what you're talking about. He didn't ask me any questions, didn't want to know who I was pregnant by, how I got an STD.
Girl, what? I am done. Did this girl say he didn't even want to know how I got pregnant by, who I got pregnant by? I would think he got pregnant by you. Okay, this just sounds like she's wilding out here. She said he did not even want to know who I got pregnant by. Did y'all hear that shit? Do that shit make sense to y'all? Huh? He didn't even want to know who I got pregnant by. He didn't even want to know who I got pregnant by. Huh? I hope this ain't no damn skit. I hope this ain't no damn skit. It says husband. I don't know if this is lies or not. You know how they lie so much on this internet.
Like, you know, he was just playing this game, and it was so old. It was so old. And I'm like, all right, since you don't care about me this much, like you're cheating. You don't even think to wear protection. And then I felt stupid, like expecting him to wear protection to protect me. He don't even care about protecting himself.
Girl, I am too through with some of y'all out here, some of y'all women out here. Did this girl just gave his ass permission to listen? Once he cheat with a condom or not a condom, it's over. It is over. Once he cheat with a condom or without a condom, it's over. It's a wrap. Nigga, once he think about cheating, it's a wrap for me. I'm going to spot you out. I'm going to spot you. I'm going to know when you're moving different, nigga. Okay? Okay?
That like finding out that you married and you got an STI from your husband?
It was.
Tasha said her husband. Look at the title. It said her husband.
I was so angry. I was disgusted. When I brought it to him, he just went into his regular mode of, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, wow, like, I can't believe like you would do this to me and still be so cold. You're not even apologetic. You don't seem to care. He's like, I have nothing to apologize for. Like,
I'm so lost with this conversation. She said that she went to her husband, told him, listen, babe, I got something. And he was so nonchalant about it. So were y'all sleeping together? Because if somebody tell you they got something, you're just like, oh shit, you gave it to me? Like what? If my boyfriend told me he got a cold or a flu, I'm gonna be like, okay, nigga, stay over there. Don't come over here by me. Listen, take your stickly ass in the room, nigga. Okay? Please don't come over here. Okay? Okay. Sum up.
I didn't do anything. Like, okay, well, if you said I gave you
he said he didn't do anything. But it's still somebody, your wife. If you didn't do anything, then your wife is sick. So don't you want to be concerned about your wife? And don't you want to know where your wife got it from? Is your wife cheating on you? What's going on? I would have kept this story to myself because I don't understand it. Okay. Do you guys understand the story? Press 1 if you understand it. Press 2 if you don't understand this shit. I don't understand it.
Well, where's the proof? And I'm like, the fact that
he says, where's the proof? Where's the proof you got something?
My husband, and I'm telling you, you gave me an STD, and you're not wondering where the fuck I got the STD from? That's all the proof that I need. That you do know exactly what I'm talking about.
Like if I got.
All right, let's go to this caller. Calling from 317. What are your thoughts?
It's made up only because she's cheating her damn self. She's lying. She's full of shit. And she's the one probably messing around. She probably done had a threesome and got fucking pregnant by the man. And they burn him. They burn him. That's why he don't care.
So but why they come on the internet and tell this? Why?
I don't know. She sound like she need a pity party. Ain't no way.
I mean, is she getting a check for this? Do you feel that she make black women look bad? How do you feel about this? When you look at her, do you see a reflection of yourself?
Not at all. A reflection of the sexy red.
Oh, okay. The hood red.
A reflection of the younger generation.
Yeah.
Because it don't make sense. They must have got married in Las Vegas. Because ain't no way your husband gonna be not caring and saying, well, where did it come from? Show me proof. They must have just got married in only one location where they were supposed to stay married in that city. Because, honey, ain't no way he gonna say,
this story is just, it don't make sense. It's just all over the place. It just shows like Black people are so reckless. They don't care about anything. Their marriages are just a joke. Because this is a representation of a Black marriage. And it just seemed like it's a joke. Now, I don't know if her husband is Black. I'm assuming he's Black. She got them dreads too. She's a dreadhead. So did you hear about the other case with the guy? The North Carolina guy. It was a North Carolina guy. They were talking about it the other day. So I'm going to replay it.
Have you?
So let me put the commercials down. And the story is that he
suffering from the
infected his friend.
Oh, yes, I've seen that.
His friend, not his girlfriend, but his friend. I guess he wanted to be with. And they have the text messages all out here for people to see. So I don't know if you guys can see it because it's kind of like blur. But I can read it to you. But you said you saw it. So what were your thoughts about that?
Yeah, where he was infecting people on purpose.
Yeah. He said that he couldn't help himself with that woman. And he was saying that, at least we have each other.
No way.
Yes way.
That's the whole case waiting to be handled, because there's no way that's why I'm lenient when it comes to myself wanting to step out, even after being with somebody for 15 years, 3 kids by the same man. I'm like, when I'm done, I'm done. I'm not taking you back, and I'm in that stage. But I'd be damned if I deal with you after even finding condoms. So let alone me telling my significant other that, okay, I'm burning and I'm pregnant and you don't care. You can't, he either down low or she ain't his wife for real. And that's just that.
Now, I was going to the other story about the guy that was giving women the high five. I did do a little bit of research, and they say he can face I think the maximum 2 years in North Carolina. And depending on how many victims he has, allegedly it's only one that have spoken up. So I'm looking on site to find out. Did you know about the laws? Giving somebody that and you have it. Do you know the laws? They said in North Carolina
I
the
thought it would
max
be
is
more
2
than.
years.
I thought it would be more than 2 years. I thought it was more
No,
like 10 or 12.
no. Well, look it up. But I was looking it up on the internet, and they said 2 years. Okay. So let me
That
know.
is
And what do
horrible.
you guys think about 2 years about this? So I'm going to go back into these texts again. And here it is. The guy, the picture, they blocked him off on this website, but I did kind of show you. They say his name goes by Jonathan. And it says here, this is the girl. Okay, this is the girl. The girl texts this. Now, Jonathan, he says all this is fake, y'all. He says that girl just mad because he dumped her. That's why she's doing all this. He said that he gonna sue her. Okay, just making up shit. I don't believe him whatsoever. Okay, but going up here, it says this. I got my test results back. I'm sure you already know what I'm about to ask. How long did you know? He says, nah, I really apologize. Ain't that some shit? She says, Jonathan, how could you do this to me? My life is done. I just could. Okay, that's what she says. And I know this is Jonathan because the videos that I saw and the messages I seen, he even renames his Instagram Jonathan. He didn't change it now. But shit, everything is matching. Everything is matching. So it says here, this is what he says. I just can't pass up on you. I wanted you so bad. I really apologize. I wish I would have never gotten this far. She says,
Wow.
I'm so hurt. I can't forgive you. He says, I've had it for about 7 months now. I'm so sorry. Now, what are your thoughts about that? Sorry. Did he really think that sorry was going to cut it?
Right. This is her whole life though. And sadness to say, if it's I know it's HIV.
Well,
So it's like
high
you
five.
sorry
We're going
can't
to call
cut
it
that.
high five. High five.
Yeah, okay, right. Okay. But baby, I can't get rid of this. So you can't apologize though. Like it's just a slap on the wrist. No, I'm literally I don't know. I might have to take you out myself and sit there and call and wait for the cops to show. At this point, you want to be apologetic and you already had pure intentions on messing up my health because of the figure that I posed on the outer. You wanted me so bad. It's
Now,
like,
what do you think
no, let
about
me go,
other
sir.
people are saying, well, why didn't she wrap it up? This day and time, what's out here. You hear everything that's going on. Why didn't she wrap it up? What do you say?
I wouldn't blame the woman though, because honestly, men, they do not go to the clinic. It takes for a man to only find out his health status if he's in a long-term relationship. But if he's not, if he out here singling and mingling, you think he gonna be honest with a sex partner of his and be like, hey, well, just last month I caught chlamydia or
Don't say the words,
he's not
girl. Don't say the words. Say that clap. All right, well, say this. Okay, your argument is men, they have it and they lie. Okay, but that even goes, this species lie about stuff like this. So why won't you wrap it up? Why won't you make him and protect your womb and protect your body? Because you are knowledgeable. Men lie about this all the time.
I think it's men are unsure all the time more than them lying. Because like I say, I guarantee you 80% of the population in men do not go get random checkups every 6 months like women do. So
right.
I think it's far more in the woman.
This group don't get checked up. So why would you risk your own body? Because at the end of the day, once you got it, you got it. So you have to protect yourself. You can't. Are you relying on men? Are you relying on men to protect you? Are you relying on men to
Not
tell
at
you the
all.
truth? If they ain't never told you the
Because,
truth
you know,
about
they
no
have,
other shit, why they're not going to tell you the truth?
right,
You even said it. They lie about it or they don't know. So why not protect yourself and making sure whoever comes into your womb come right?
right. Because it's basically a portal. Our womb, well, at least I look at my womb as a portal. I'm not letting anybody inside of my soul. But it's just crazy because women be so vulnerable and just wanting it. It's like nowadays with COVID and everything, if they talking about COVID came back and never left, I'm not about to play. I ain't about to play with these people. If they know the jab coming and going back and forth, what makes you think these clowns are clean on any level? I'm almost at a point to where if I gotta go that route and have friends, I'm gonna have to pull out the tray like Mary Jane was in her episode, Gabrielle Union, pulling out the trays like a turkey baster. Like, how? Can you pee in this cup for me? Because at this point, it's like you don't know, and no matter how good or attractive they look, clean cut, you know, and no, you just, and as a woman though, we got so many.
With that don't. I mean, looks have nothing to do with it. Your person can look really well and be healthy and still have it. So that don't mean
But
anything.
as we know, the man said he been wanting her. He wanted her so bad. Like, it's like he was going off of how she looked, but he didn't care so much as her health. He just wanting to be intertwined with her.
Yeah,
So it's
he
just
have
scary.
no
It's just scary risk.
self-discipline. And do you think that has to do with partially how he was raised or
Oh, most
society
definitely.
standards of
It
these
depends
men?
on if he had a 2-parent household. Well, not really though, because it depends. It depends on if I say most men like that have parent issues. You got a daddy that's left, or a mother that was on drugs, and you raised by your aunties, and you don't trust nobody, so you don't know how to love. It could be several. It could be several reasons, but you know, I just say, you know, stay sacred and don't let everybody into your box, because
Got it.
nowadays in 2024, I'll be damned if I get back and be like, your turn, your turn, your turn, because I feel like I got hurt. No, this box is too valuable. So I just don't want people all in my energy anyway. So I don't care what you look like, how much money you got. It's not enough for me and my health.
Got
I'm
it.
good. I'll pass. And people like him
Got it.
walking around giving people the jab.
High
It's like,
five,
oh
high
no, not
five,
you.
high five,
The
high
high five.
five, child.
You high five the
All
folks left
right.
and right. No.
With 317, I thank you. I'm gonna let you go. High five. Okay. All right. So going back here, I'm looking in the comment section, and the link is at the top if you guys want to join. It says we need virus tests like a pregnancy test in 2024. Somebody please invent one now. It says, nah, stop giving excuses. I've been through a lot as a child. I'm not out doing stupid shit. And that is so correct. So the main thing is him. But what makes a person that mindset feel like, hey, I want to do this to other people? So he continued on. He said, please forgive me. This is what the college guy said. He said, can you please forgive me? She says, 7 months, you've known you had the high five. He says, one of the girls on campus gave it to me. Well, can we, what is the name of this girl? Okay, who is the girl? Okay. But he claims that a girl gave it to him. She says, what the F? You wrong as F. I dislike you. I wish I never met you. He states, I'm so sorry. She says, how many others have you infected? She says, you know what? You're so unbelievable. He states, I found out 7 months ago.
90 seconds.
But I don't know how long I could have had it prior to then. So he said 7 months, that's when he realized, I guess he got tested, found out, but possibly he could have had it longer. Okay. So it says, I really hope you forgive me someday. We could make something work out. She says, F you, you're not nothing. at my house every day, and this is what I get in return. So why is she saying she's at her house every day? Was she in a relationship with this guy, or was this just friends with benefits? What type of establishment relationship did they have? He says, I get off at 12 tonight. All right. She says, wow, you think this shit is funny. He says, look, I'm sorry. We can work it out. She says, sorry isn't going to fix this. Why? Because we both have it. This is sick. You are effed up. He says, we will be okay. We are not sick. We will be fine. If you just lean on me, we will be all right. She says, we won't. This takes people out of here. Okay. She also states, they gave me meds to take and it'd be taking them for the rest of my life. He states, yes, the therapy treatment. She says, wow, I feel like I'm dreaming right now. He replies, sorry, mamas, I just couldn't do this without you. She says, what? Who even says that? She raised a beast. He says, I guess everybody's going to have it now. Talking about the high five. She says, you just happy giving this shit out? I'm so sick to my stomach. At 24 years old, my whole life is done. He says, listen, I just love you. Okay. So this is what love will get you. He loves her. This is what love will get you. She says, how do I tell my parents? He says, why can't you see that? You don't gotta tell your parents. You don't gotta tell nobody. This can be just me and you. This can be our secret. This can make us bond. This gonna make us closer. You can't see I love you. I gave you that shit so we could be together forever. It's kind of like the Romeo and Juliet situation, girl. I told you I was crazy about you. I told you I'd do anything for you. In the beginning, you said you liked that shit. I told you you gonna be my ride or die. You said you gonna be my ride or die. Didn't you tell me you was gonna be my ride or die? So we riding and die. Okay. Y'all gotta stop telling these niggas that. All right, love yourself. So he says, why can't you see that? She says, because you gave me that shit, nigga, just so I don't have to, just so I don't leave you. She said, you gave me that shit, nigga. You gave me that high five just so I won't leave your dumb ass. Now I can't go nowhere. Nobody gonna want me except for you. I can't even have a life. And you did all this to trap me because you know by giving me this shit, I'm going to think nobody want to be with me ever in life but you. You courted me. Why? So he says, it was for the great cause. I want you in my life forever. He said, don't you understand, bitch? I did this shit for us. It was for a greater cause. I gave you that high five so you can be in my life forever. I ain't gonna never let you go. You got part of me and you forever. You gonna always remember me. You ain't gonna never forgive me. I was the one that gave you the high five, okay? So he want to imprint in her body and soul, and he feels if she just forgives him for this shit, then they're gonna be together forever. She says, that's the most effed up shit I've ever heard. Why would you do this to me? This is so messed up. And she says, I'll let y'all know I'm suing his ass. I'm suing him. My parents contacted a lawyer. We are just waiting for him to get served. It's a shame. I'm the example of a bigger situation. The amount of times I've cried because I thought no one would believe me. I didn't think y'all would believe me because y'all know Jonathan out here in these streets. Everybody think Jonathan, so this and that. I didn't think people would believe me. And that's why I kept it to myself. And I wonder, how long has it been? How long has she had it? How long are these text messages? Are these text messages current? How long has it been? I don't know.
Rachel San Antonio. I attend the University of St. Augustine in North Carolina. I noticed that all the drama has reached Twitter, and I would like to say that the girl that he is posting all over social media, that is not me. He knows who I am, he knows the right number for me, and he knows what he did to me. This man has ignored me, he has disrespected me, he has threatened me with this disease, and my name is Rachel San Antonio. I attend the University of St. Augustine in North Carolina. I noticed that all the drama has reached Twitter, and I would like to say that the girl that he is posting all over social media, that is not me. He knows who I am, he knows the right number for me, and he knows what he did to me.
All right, so there you have it. So, what were your thoughts about this? I know that you guys really liked it yesterday, so I brung it back up. So, comment, let us know your thoughts about this. Let me know, and you can click that link up below. So after this, I do have another live that I plan on doing. Let me go to the next live. Let me put the StreamYard up here. Is this it? Okay, my next live is at 11:10. I think I'm gonna make that live a little bit earlier, if you guys don't mind. I think I want to make the next live like in 30 minutes. Yeah, let's make that next live in 30 minutes. Okay. So Goddess, she has something to say. Give me 1 second. Okay, where am I at, Goddess? So Goddess says this. She says, this is so inhuman. He knew his life was over, so he wanted her to be miserable with him. What a dog. Yes. Talk about it. What a dog. So what else do you guys have to say about it? You say he needs to be in jail, not sued. Well, yeah, in the North Carolina, I guess their laws, it looks like he's going to be getting the maximum of 2 years if he gets convicted. I believe the max is 2 years over there. A lot of people feel like it should be longer, but that I guess that's just how the laws are set up, unfortunately. So make sure you guys hit that link. We want to hear from you guys. We want to know your thoughts about everything. And I also want to throw this in here so you guys know what we're going or what we're doing next. Okay. So let me put this link up in here. Paste this link. So this is our next live that we're going to do. The next live is Christian Keys defends Tyler Perry after he get paid off for his silence. All right. So I want to know what more your thoughts on this case. Comment, let us know now. Did you guys like that I redid this video, or you think one time is enough? Okay, press 1 if one time is enough. Press 2 if you like if I do repeats. I guess one time is enough, child. Okay, so Kim, please come up here. How you doing, Kim? What are your thoughts about this? Kim? Kim? Okay, Kim came and she came and went. All right. So they said max 2 years. Yeah, what I looked up, it said max is 2 years. People are saying 2 years is not enough. Well, that is what they're saying. According to North Carolina laws, everybody law is different. So Gigi, you just make my day. Thank you, pretty sexy. And they are saying that he did it to himself because the text messages are very incriminating, especially if she goes forward with this. So we would just have to see how far this goes. All right. And it's just so sad. It really is. I want to see what else you guys are saying. That's a demon. What else are you guys saying about it? If not anything else, what are your thoughts about both of these cases? What is your thought about the what is the Black community going through right now? You have one woman here, her husband gave her some stuff, and she's so, she said that her husband didn't even ask if she was pregnant, who she was pregnant by, or where she got the bumps from. He didn't care. And the other man going around giving the bumps away. Kim, are you back?
Hi, Miss Messy. How are you?
Good. What are your thoughts about both of these cases?
Well. Let's get into it. First of all, that husband knew exactly what he had done to that wife, which is why he had no reaction because there was no surprise. He just didn't have the courage to tell her. So now that she knows and he didn't have enough respect or love for her anyway, to not cheat or to at least protect himself, like if anything, how could you love me if you don't even love yourself enough to protect yourself? If I'm your wife and I'm the one that you fully submit to, why would you give all of you to someone else like you do with me? It doesn't add up. So this guy was already screwed up. She just had a bad apple, and I feel bad for her. As far as the guy with the high five, I will say this: that is mortifying, and he does need the maximum sentence, but she does need to make sure that she get her civil suit as well, because she has to live with that for the rest of her life. You have made a life altering change to my life for the rest of my life that I can't go back from. That is absurd to me. This woman has to take medication for the rest of her life. She didn't sound like she was a very old woman. She looked like she was, a nice age. So with
24.
that being right. So with that being said, you done screwed up this woman's entire everything, all because you were sick in the mind. You chose her to suffer with without telling her. You wanted her to submit to you without going through the proper channels and processes. You made that choice for her. That's not right. And see, that's why we as women and men, this is not just a woman thing. This topic, this situation just so happened to be about a woman. But we as the human race need to be more wiser. And the reason why I said that, because there's a lot more people out here like them men. This has been going on for years. This is just like one of the few times it's been broadcasted in the meta world. But in reality, this has been going on for decades. People have been passing the high five for years and knowing, intentionally. That's not okay. So you'll be thinking that, oh, this person really likes me, this person loves me because you don't have enough self love for yourself. See, we have to heal ourselves from what our parents did to us or what our childhood did to us or our past did to us so that we're not vulnerable to these situations where the end game is on us. We
Mhm.
have to stop living in that facet. Get to know these people. Don't be scared to ask them for a test when you want to lay down with them. Some things are skin to skin contact. Some things cannot protect you with a condom.
So, Kim, if
Yes,
she would
ma'am.
have asked this guy for test results, um,
She would have been okay probably, but see,
she
we
would.
have to know one thing. When we ask for STI results and things, I'm sorry, when we ask for certain things in that department for the high five particularly, you have to ask for the high five test. Just like with the herp, you have to ask for that particular test. A lot of people don't know that. They'll go, get their pee poked or get their coonie done and whatever, and they don't know that okay, you're only being tested for a particular category of things. You have to say, no, I would like to be tested for X, Y, and Z. I need to be sure. And the only person that, to me, that's always aware is a woman that is pregnant, getting ready to give birth. Because in order to make sure that that birth, like that woman was getting ready to have, was 100% healthy, and that's what, like, that's how, like, I feel like she kind of got saved in a way. Had it not been for that pregnancy, there's no telling this woman's whole body could have broken down. Her immune system could have broken down. A lot of things could have happened to her with the art of not knowing. See, a lot of times we are afraid of the knowing, but the knowing is what protects us. Yeah, we're gonna cry, we're gonna, go through our emotions as humans, but at the end of the day, we are gonna know how to take affirmative action in order to, have longevity and prosperity as much as we can while we're here. We're gonna make a name for ourselves. And see, this is really what this young lady is doing because it took a lot of courage to even come out and admit something like that to the world. But see, that was not just for vindication for her. That's to make the world aware that this sicko is walking around here and this is what he's doing. He's choosing the fate of people's lives. This atheist is acting as God, and it's not okay. It's not okay. And I just hope that this lesson, because it's in the internet, it's in the metaverse, I hope it teaches each and every one of us to love ourselves, to appreciate ourselves, to challenge our partners or our potential partners to, their good health. Make sure they're wealthy and abundant all the way around, even in the Department of Health. We're not just looking at your money. We want to make sure that you're a healthy soul, spirit, body, mind, and soul, everything. Don't hurt us while we try to submit to you, thinking that we're getting a good thing, and really it's a sad thing. Because now this beautiful college student, regardless of whether you think she's beautiful or not, her life has completely altered, and she will never be the same. That guy that she might want to have a thing with that she really likes, those opportunities are shortening. You know why? Because now I have to approach those that I want with the intellect of, hey, I have this. Are you okay with it? And even though they have things where, you don't have to be able to necessarily give it to somebody else if you take the proper medicine, what they call it, undetectable. But, that's only so much. That is definitely still a risk. So you're limited to the people that you have opportunities with now. And you have to find your category of people that are just like you, but love themselves enough to still take their medicines and still do right by themselves, so that your life isn't shortened by them not taking care of theirs as well. It's a whole nother ballgame. So if you're just as afraid of something like that as you should be, then protect yourself, mind, body, and spirit. Start asking questions. Don't let people just put you in a mood and you submit. The next morning or the next week or whenever you find out, your life is pretty much over. And not everybody can handle it the same. Some people get in a mindset just like this gentleman, as I'm going to give it to as many people as I can. Some people humble themselves and advocate for others and make sure that there's a protection hedge around them. So you don't know what kind of individual you're dealing with when you run into these type of issues. And like the lady that was up here before said, she be trying to take you out herself, which is true. A lot of people will feel that way. This woman is just so happens to have enough courage and strength to do it the right way. She's a human being still, and she still wants that to be seen as though she's won. So she's not coming out with that type of energy. But a lot of people would have felt like the last caller. That's not okay. And that is pretty much a death sentence. That is a crime. You can be charged. And in the state of California, it may only be 2 years, but other states have other
North Carolina.
sentences.
They were in North Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina might be 2 years, but other places have longer sentences for that. So we have to think about these cases, and I really hope that this is a wake-up call for everybody, because she didn't have to put this out here, but she did, and I'm glad she did. I'm glad she had the courage to wake us all up, to not be so careless with our bodies anymore, to have integrity, to know that just doing randoms is not okay. Not unless she's like the late previous caller said, on Mary Jane, got the little kit where you can just get it. But love yourself enough. Fall in love with you to the point to where you won't allow somebody to be able to manipulate your space. Because that is a real deal what happened to this woman. And I feel sorry for this woman. I'm praying for this woman, and her family and her healing. If she ever decides to have children, she has to worry about, going through the birth canal and potentially them, contracting, because it's in your blood. So that baby can be born with that. People don't think about these things. Whether it's a male or female, it doesn't matter which sex, it can happen to any of us. None of us are exempt. This trauma thing, this high five thing, been out for decades.
So how do people prevent it? How do people prevent?
The only way that you can prevent it is to be safe. Get your people that your potential partners, have them tested. Try to keep regular partners. Try to keep condoms cool in your life. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think it helps having those conversations?
Absolutely. I think her putting out this video was a wake-up call for parents to start having these conversations with their teenagers.
And have the conversations with the person you about to do it with. Do y'all remember them damn commercials? Do y'all have y'all ever about to do it and that goddamn commercial then popped up? Huh?
Yep. Yeah.
Child, you look over like, okay, let's ask.
Almost messed up the whole mood.
We need them commercials back, okay? In full
Yeah.
force. Keep on getting them commercials because these motherfuckers forget they on that smoke, they smoking that gas, they on that drink. Okay.
But you are one. You're being the commercial right now, Miss Messy. And I take my hat off to you a lot for that because you didn't have to talk about this. You said you spoke
Oh
about
my
it last night,
God.
and it
Kim,
was
did you
late.
see this? Thank you so much, Kim. They said I got a screenshot of the man in the picture trying to take himself out because of this. Kim, what do you say?
I think that he shouldn't do that. Don't be a coward now. Don't be a coward now. Don't run from this now because you weren't running when you were making the decision for this woman's life. If you're really sorry and you want forgiveness, you will heal yourself. You will admit to the people that you slept with that you know that you're not saying anything to. You have to be a man. Stand in this. You got to stand in this, brother. We're not going to just let you out yourself like that. You ain't getting away that freely. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that one. No. And I pray that God keep you despite what you try to do to yourself. That's not your choice when it's time for you to go, brother. You don't make that decision. Again, you're trying to act as God instead of being just human. Crazy.
Well, the thing about it is he's not the only one that does this. It's a lot of people that do it.
Yeah. But we have to also advocate that these people can't take the easy way out. You did it, you got to stand in that. Own that. Own that. Take responsibility. Take accountability for your actions. You didn't have to do that. You knew for 7 months that you had that. You talking about something you can't resist. So you intentionally preyed on this woman, took advantage of her, and changed her life forever. And for what? Your own selfish gain? And she still don't want to be with you like that. You're trying to persuade her that, oh, we're the same now. We can be together forever. How you tried to keep me, you weirdo, you ruined me. Like that is, you don't get to just clear yourself out of this world. No, you need to stand up for this. You need to go to trial. You need to be tried, and you need to be prosecuted to the fullest extent that she can get. You also need to pay her for her emotional pain and suffering medicine that she has to take for the rest of her life. She has to be able to afford those things. And those things aren't cheap and they're not free. So at the end of the day, you are fully responsible. So you don't get to just leave. You don't get to cause people trauma and leave. What is wrong with you? That means you are a living, walking murderer. That is attempt murder, what he did to her. Because the high fives really do end you eventually. So it's crazy to me that the state of North Carolina is only giving out 2 years for that. That's attempted
That's
murder.
if he's convicted. That I have
Right. If he's convicted,
no trials or nothing like that. Mm-mm.
she needs to. The first thing she should have did was went to the police station, and she should have filed a report against that. That's the first thing that anybody that's ever in that position that finds out needs to do, because he's on a list. There's a record of him having that if he's gone to the hospital and they told him that. Okay, so it's not like we can't find or figure these things out. This is not a hidden system.
Got it.
Once you have the high five and a doctor tells you have a high five, you're in a system.
Got it. So knowing that people have high fives and they're gonna be irresponsible, that's just what they're gonna do. You cannot change that. That's just how it is. So how are you gonna prevent from getting the high five? So people
You
are
have to protect yourself. You have to
accountability
go for you.
because this is preventable.
It is, and I agree. It is preventable. It's preventable by making people go through the right precautions before you just give yourself freely. You're worth way more than a short sale. Once people, men and women, realize that about themselves, the world will be a better place, more secure place, safe. And trust me, ain't nobody in this world that horny to where they can't stop and think about the next 5 or 6 years of their life. That one little 10, 15, maybe even 5, depending on who you're dealing with, is not worth a lifetime of pain and suffering. So I think it's time for everybody to take self responsibility and accountability and just do right by themselves. Stop depending on strangers and other people to do right by you. You don't know if them people love themselves. You don't know if those people care about themselves. So why would they care or love of you? A person can only give you what they can give themselves, what they have to give. If you haven't gotten to know a person well enough to know what qualities they have, what are their strong suits and what are their weaknesses, you don't need to be laying with them anyway, because it is a risk.
Got it.
Are you looking for a
Somebody
fun time?
said learning to keep them legs closed. But in this day and time, it's not realistic. Women are busting them legs open just as much as men are busting them legs open. We are everybody doing it. So I would love to say, okay, keep your legs closed. But is that realistic for women in today's society?
Again, that's this high five is for men and women. So I don't think we should separate the two anytime we're speaking on the subject matter like this. It was ultimately a man that gave it to this woman. And we don't know if he was on a down low or not, because I know somebody said before that he was probably on a down low. We don't know that. He could call it from another woman.
Allegedly, he said he did get it from a woman. That's what the text read.
Right. And see, that's the thing. This high five don't got a face on it. It don't look like nothing. You can be the finest, sexiest mother sucker with the most prettiest, healthy looking hair. Ain't got no blood vessels popped in your eyes. Eyes is pretty and white. Teeth is pretty and shiny. And nobody would ever know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the gag. That's the gag.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
So Slim Goddess said he knew what the agenda was. She didn't. She shouldn't have trusted him. But he was all the way in the wrong. And yes, he was. Slim, I think people are saying, what can you do to be more cautious? Just like last night, right? Last night I went to the gas station at 3:00 in the morning and I put my tank in. Now that was very dangerous, especially if I was in a bad neighborhood. Thank God I wasn't. But I know my family would say, are you crazy? You never go to the gas station because you have a high chance of getting robbed. You have a high chance of getting horrible things done to you at night. Who goes to the gas station and pumps at 3:00 in the morning? So that was very irresponsible of me, and it put me at a higher risk. So I think people are saying, what could people do to lower their risk?
Get tested regularly and have your partner tested before you decide to lay down with them. I think this thing causes us to have more integrity for ourselves than anything, because we know that we're high class if we choose to protect ourselves. Like, it should be a thing. It should be sexy for a woman to ask you or a man to ask you, I want to take things to the next level. You want to go get tested? What's wrong with that? Eventually, you're going to go to the doctor anyway. Why not together? Like, and if a person fears that, or if a person denies you of that before having intimacy, then you already know that's a red flag. So that, to me, is a form of protection.
Well, nowadays they got it so easy. Just pull your results up on that goddamn phone.
Yeah, but if they haven't been like it's normally like women go every 6 months. Like, we go every 6 months. So and it should be the same for men too, but men don't go as regularly as women do. And again, unless you're pregnant, you're not going to the doctor as regularly. Pregnant women go to the doctor the most, out of the healthy women range.
So, Kim, do you think it should be like a agenda push for men to go to the doctor more often if they're out here doing all this sexing?
Yeah, if you're active, if you're sexually active regularly, like if you think you're a player, and see, this is the deal. We can ultimately all protect ourselves from watching out from the players, watching out from the finesses, being a friend first to a person before you just decide to bust it open. You know what I'm saying? I do understand that, you know, things might be of moment, and people might feel like opportunities might not ever arise again. So, because we're human, we're going to make mistakes. But ultimately, come on now, we got to give ourselves a shot and we have to stand up for our health and whatever that means to you. If me asking you to get a test or pull up your test results for me is a problem, then I don't need to deal with you anyway. And that's as simple as I can say it. Nobody in this world should be offended by anybody that they want to lay with asking for test results or going to the clinic with them. If you are, then we don't need to have a conversation at all anyway. There's nothing that we need to do, say, or anything because you have an agenda. And I will always feel like that until you do otherwise. It has never been a problem for me to get results from any guy that I laid with. I'm 36 years old. So for me, and I have a healthy body for those particular reasons. I don't just lay with any and everybody. I have to like you. I got to get to know you because to me, sex is very intimate and it's very connecting. So I have to have something with you to get to that point with you, to even give you that much of me. Otherwise, we'll just be cool.
Mhm.
But ultimately, like I
I
said,
would say, Kim, don't even be cool. Just go your separate way.
that part, and that's
Because
really a fact. But
eventually, what's gonna
sometimes,
happen is you gonna be cool with him, and you gonna get your emotions and your feelings, and then you gonna let shit slip.
oh no, see, there's no slipping because the reality for me is the fact that you deny me let me know that you're hiding something from me.
Yeah, but
And
Kim, I'm
so
just
there's
talking
nothing.
about other girls. They possibly gonna let it slip. They're gonna forget.
I guess.
They keep that man around as a friend. If he
But
if
you,
he wanted to do it to you before, then I don't think you should be friends with him because he always gonna see you in the light as an appetite.
well, I'm gonna agree with you there 100% because that makes a lot of sense. So you're absolutely right, and I didn't look at it from that way. But when you say it, absolutely, get rid of them.
Mm. Yeah, just go you don't gotta be mean about it. You can just, distance, not call, don't let them know what's up, but just distance yourself and eventually you don't ever see him again.
Yeah. I
Okay, so
think, I think, I think,
go
I
ahead.
want to say one more thing. I was watching something on the internet earlier today where they were saying that men are a prize. Women, we have to, the fact that men feel like their prize is over us nowadays, that means that now is the time to put and enforce our foot down, especially on our demands, especially on our wants, our needs, and our desires, because ultimately we are the ultimate gift. We are the prize. So anytime a man feels like that, like I'm assuming this man felt because he felt like he can make the decision that she would be with him forever by giving her the high five, we have to have more value. So that's all I wanted to say, Miss Messy. And thank you so much for hearing me out.
Thank you so much, Kim. I appreciate you. Please come back more. San, you have something to say?
Hey, Messy, how you been, girl?
Good. How you doing, San? You been keeping up with Krishan?
Girl, I think she laid up over Blueface house pregnant, honey.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
what I
saying.
heard. That's what I
That's
heard.
what I think, and that's what I'm sticking to. She gets quiet and being quiet, said, I got something to tell y'all. She never did say what she had to tell us. So she's over there, got Jaden out the picture. Jaden got her own house, got her stud. She happy. So now she moving in for the kill. She trying to steal, tame Blueface. Child, I'm so tired of her, girl. I can't even see
So,
straight.
what's your thoughts about this?
I basically blame the girl because she's responsible for her own body. So she should have always been strapped up. There's no way that you're supposed to just let a nigga juices run out through you and you don't know him from Adam. You don't know his sexual history. And now you surprised that you got the high five. Well, sis, what you thought was gonna happen when you lay down with a man unprotected? When I was in my 20s, I was the condom queen, okay? I gave head with condoms, everything with condoms. That was my middle. I had them on everywhere. So I'm older now and I'm more protective of my body still because now I don't even really be out there like that with condoms. So these little kids, they out here playing with fire and then they think it's a game because he think it's a game like, oh yeah, now we got it together. The fuck? No ma'am. So I blame her. I blame him too, because he's out here with that willy dilly, just bang, bang, bang,
Got it.
covering
So
it
what?
up, and
So
no silencer on it.
was
So,
she wrong for trusting a black king to protect her?
well, first of all, he's just a man. He's not a king because as a black king, you will be understanding your health situation and not trying to impose it on anybody else. So she trusted just a regular ninja for real. She should have trusted her own instincts. Like, girl, bye. A man's penis is not like a woman's vagina. A woman's vagina acts up when something's
V
wrong with
V
it.
word. Yeah, V and P.
What I say? I said vagina and penis, didn't I?
Yeah, V. I didn't want you to say the whole word.
Oh, you want me to say V? Okay, instead of
Yeah,
okay. Damn, YouTube
substitute
likes that.
Yeah, I'm filtered.
Girl, YouTube be on that butt. But yeah, girl, this is a dumb story to me because why would you even put this out there on the internet? I think it's dumb.
Because she wanted to expose him because she felt that he was doing this to other women.
And she's still
So
entertaining the mess. She's still entertaining the mess over there on Tasha K laughing. Don't you got the high five, bitch? What you laughing at? Girl,
now that's another woman. That's a different woman. That's a different woman.
It
Now,
is?
yeah, that woman, her husband gave her something, and she was just telling the story that her husband gave her that stuff, and that's all. She was just saying that her husband was so nonchalant about it, and she was just telling her story. And she said that she got pregnant, and her husband didn't even ask her who the baby by. And I thought that was kind of awkward, but okay.
So basically, Tasha K had an interview with a woman that has the same similar story to this woman.
Right.
It's crazy. Everybody needs to. Curly Cookie, you said it's not dumb. It happens all the time. Yeah, it happens all the time because people are dumb. I'm reading the comments on the screen. If people would mind their own health and cover and protect themselves, you don't just be in the heat and the lust of the moment and believe everything a man's telling you. When you lay down with a man, you have to think in your head, this penis has been 10 other vaginas, and those 10 other vaginas. I'm thinking I'm doing a safe thing by saying the medical term for it, but golly. Okay, so you lay down with this man that had 10 V's, and then those 10 V's then had 10 D's. So where we at with it? Girl, everybody know how it goes. You lay down with one, you're not laying down with him. You laying down with everybody. Yes, thank you, Ann Lucky. Where is the self-respect? Yes, where is the self-respect? I can count on one hand, one finger, how many times I've been skeeted in, and it's been once by my baby daddy, and my son's 22.
So they're saying that he should go to jail. Do you feel like he should go to jail?
She should too.
Why should she go to jail? I'm confused.
Because
She's a victim.
She allowed a man. Okay, look at it like this. She allowed a man into her house with a loaded gun, and knowing he had plans to harm an individual. So she's an accomplice.
No, I can't agree with that, Sam. That's totally different. That's so different, Sam.
Because she didn't make him strap up. Because she didn't make him strap up, she's liable. She has to have some fault in this. She could have easily at any point in time in the night said, hold on, baby, let me go on here and
I disagree. It's like me going to go get gas and you're saying it's my fault that I got robbed.
No, that's not the same thing. Because in that case, you're in that case, if you go in a gas station and you get robbed, then that's just a random act. Her laying down with this man is not a random act. She did it on her own consciousness. She trusted him for him to say he's clean, or she maybe didn't even ask. She maybe didn't even ask. It's like, okay, so Dominican QN, you out there laying around raw. So if I sound dumb, then that's on you. If you get whatever you get, that's not dumb to want to strap up. Girl, bye. You want to lay in la-la land and lust land and not protect yourself. That's on you, sugar. Trusting someone is not illegal. And then now you got the high five, Naomi. Girl, I can't deal with these comments, child. These people is getting on my nerves.
Well, Stan, I appreciate you for coming up here and telling your 2 cents. I'm going to go put you down right now. All right, so I do have another live that's coming up. I'm going to look here, and it's about Tyler Perry and Christian Keys. It is some more stuff that's coming out, and I would love if you guys could join me on that note. So I'm going to put it here on the internet. Just give me 1 second. What is it, 10:30? Yep. It's about that time. All right. So I'm going to put this in the link. If moderators, if you can copy and paste this link and put them up. If you guys can all hit that link right there and join me on my next live. We're talking about Christian Keys defends Tyler Perry after he got paid off for his silence. And I would love for you guys to join me on that one. I really appreciate it if you can. All right, so I'm waiting for you guys to come over. I see 5 people waiting. Let's get more people up on there. So sad, Nicole. I see ya. Okay, so make sure you guys hit that link. That is going to be my next live. I'm going to start in 1, 2, 3 seconds. And when you go over there, if you can hit the like button, I really appreciate that. So let me show you guys where I'm at now. Okay. Let me show you where I'm at now. Here it is. All right. So do you guys see it right here? This is the live that I'm doing now. And if you guys can see here, I put the link in the comment section. I'm just waiting on one of my moderators to copy so I can copy and paste that link. Moderators, are you there? Thank you. Airy Queens, I want y'all to be there. Get over there. Get over there, y'all. Okay. Please get over there. All right. So I will see you there. Moderators, where y'all at? I can't get no links. Sonny, if you can copy and paste that link. All right. Well, I guess my moderator's not here. None of us will be here if unprotected sex was illegal. That's why sex ed is more important than ever. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. Well, I'm going to go over there and start that live now. Love you guys, and I see you guys over there. DJ, where you at?